All right, let's take a nice comfortable seat on the mat. Ground down through your sit bones. Lengthen through the top of your head. Bring your shoulders up into your ears and relax your shoulder blades down your back. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out nice and slow. Take another big, deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down, reach through your fingers. Inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, lift up, look up. Twist to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand to your knee. Lengthen through the top of your head. Gaze over your back shoulder. Let your inhale take you taller and longer, and our exhale might give us room to twist a little bit deeper. Look forward, unwind. Inhale, arms lift up, and twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to your knee. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Gaze over your back shoulder. Look forward, unwind. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Anchor down through your sit bones as you reach through your fingers. Reach, reach, reach. And come back to center. Right hand down, left arm up and over. And come back to center. We're going to come into tabletop position. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Drop your belly, lift your heart, look up. Pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round your back. Wiggle around if you need to. Do whatever you need to do to settle in, getting the synovial fluids of the spine moving. And just coming home to your body, waking up the body. Come back to tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, coming high up on those tiptoes. Press your heels back and down, pedal your feet. Shake your head no, nod it yes. Look forward between your hands, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen. Fold. Inhale, arms lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, swan dive forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe your way in here. Check in with your midline. Hold your plank. You can always drop your knees down if you need to. Breathe your way in. Feel the heat building in the body. Top us. Burning off what we don't need. Helping us get centered and present right here in this moment. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, take it back down, diggity dog, take it back. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift up, reach up, swan dive forward. Inhale halfway. Fold, plant your hands, take it to plank. Hold your plank, breathe your way in. We're gonna hold this for 2 big breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose. Core engaged, belly lifted, breathe. One more. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, big breathing. Look forward, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. And fold, plant your hands, step, hop, or float back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted, breathe here. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward and downward, take it back. 3 breaths, big breathing. 3, 2, 1. Look forward, take it to the top. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. And fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Hold your plank. Come on down onto your forearms. Press up. Come down onto your forearms. Press up. One more, come down onto your forearms. Press up. Oh, let's make it even, one more. And press up. Now, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga, lower down. Upward and downward, take it back. Float your right leg up towards the ceiling, press out through your heel. Draw your knee in, step through, high runner's lunge, find your balance. Inhale, arms sweep up. Hug in towards the midline, breathe. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Plant your left hand down, right hand to your right knee. Begin to spiral open to the right. Right hand comes down, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, down, diggity dog. Take it back. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee and step through, high runner's lunge. We're up on the back toes. Arms lift up, sweep up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Right hand underneath your right shoulder, left hand to the left knee, and then open into a twist on this side. Breathe your way in. Right hand comes down, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, take it back, downward facing. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float. Lengthen through. Fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back deep. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there, take it back and up. Draw your knee and cross the midline, touch the outside of your left elbow, take it back and up. Draw your knee and touch the outside of your right elbow. Take it back and up. Draw your knee and step through Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 on this side, lift up. Check in with your front knee. Relax your shoulders. Open to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Moving into extended side angle, either the forearm to the thigh or down on a block, books, or all the way down. Top arm can lift straight up, or you can reach overhead. You can also take the bind if that's in your practice. Breathe your way. Release, press into your feet, arms lift up. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to plank, hold your plank. Right wrist underneath your right shoulder, coming to side plank on this side. Lift the top arm up, hug in. You can always kickstand your right knee down for a little extra support. You can also, for a little more juice, lift your left leg up, breathe. Top arm comes down, come back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Follow your breath downward. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Press out through your heel. Breathe. Draw your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in and hold it there. Take it back and up. Draw your knee and cross your midline. Touch the outside of your right elbow. Take it back and up. Draw your knee and touch the outside of your left elbow. Take it back and up. I'm laughing because don't eat before yoga. Draw your knee and step through Virabhadrasana 1. Plant that back foot down. It's like yoga 101. I should know that, but now lift up. Breathe. Open up, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Extended side angle, either the forearm to your thigh or down on a block or reach straight up. Spiral your chest open. You can take the bind if that's in your practice. Unwind, press into your feet, lift up. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Left wrist underneath your left shoulder, coming into side plank on this side. You can kickstand your left knee down. You can add juice, lift that right leg up. Breathe. Bring the right hand down, come back to plank. Hold your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down, diggity dog. Take it back. Down dog or child's pose. 5 big, deep Ujjayi breaths. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair. So If you don't currently hop forward, I want to recommend that you try it, because even if you fall over, it is fun. It is silly as shit and it is fun. Drop your tailbone back. Straighten your legs, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, bend those knees, Utkatasana. Sit back in chair. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Hug in. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Downward facing dog. Right leg floats up, reach high. Draw your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it and hold it there. Take it back and up. Draw your knee in, step through, Virabhadrasana 1. Plant your back foot down, lift up. Open, Virabhadrasana 2. Woo. Straighten your front leg. Reach, reach, reach. Triangle Trikonasana. Spiral your chest open. Now, what happens here is you want to find a kind of a straight line. So try to spiral that chest open. And we have a tendency to want to lean forward. Take your heart and chest back so you're in line with your legs. Micro bend in that front knee. Press into your feet, arms lift up. Now, we're gonna fly here. So front knee over top of your ankle, windmill your hands to the top of the mat. We're coming up onto the toes of the back foot. Engage this back leg, engage your core, coming into Virabhadrasana 3. Lift your left leg. Now, you can reach your hands forward if you really feel like Superman, or the hands can be back down at the sides. Now, this hip, your left hip, it wants to open, bring it down. Try to make it level so that I could like put a book on your sacrum. Try to find a really long spine. Breathe. We're just having fun. We're just making shapes. I promise you it's not a big deal. It is not serious. So if you're being serious, if you're getting upset with yourself, try to laugh instead. Whew, like me, I almost fell over. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my right hand down, right wrist underneath my right shoulder. Now I'm gonna open up this left hip. Toes pointing towards the camera, so the side of the room. And your hand can be on your hip, or you can lift that up. Or just for fun, you wanna bring your right hand to your heart. Woo! All right, bring that back down. Left hand down, drop the left foot back, step back to plank. Ooh, plank feels good now, right? Lower down, chaturanga, inhale, upward facing, downward facing. Catch your breath and down dog. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there, take it back and up. Draw your knee in, step through Virabhadrasana 1. This side, plant your back foot, lift up. Open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg, reach, reach, reach. Trikonasana on this side. All right, so like if you're pushing your butt out and your face is coming forward, get back in line. So bring the chest back over your body, spiral your chest towards the ceiling. And we're trying to almost tuck the tailbone under. Press out through your legs. That will help you find length, but don't lock out your knee. Press into your feet, arms lift up, come back to Virabhadrasana 2. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. We're coming up on the toes of the right foot. Let's fly, moving into Virabhadrasana 3, also known as airplane or Superman. Super women. Toes point down. I won't lie, as a kid, Superman 2, Christopher Reeve's favorite movie ever. He had to kiss Lois Lane to make her forget. Palms face down, press out through your heel, lengthen through your spine. All right, bringing the left hand down, left wrist underneath your left shoulder, opening up the right hip, right arm lifts up, spiraling open, pressing out through the foot. Right hand comes down, drop the right foot way back, step back to plank. Woo! You got this. Okay, get a nice stance in your plank. So if your feet are really close together, bring them hip distance apart. And we're gonna touch our right hand to our left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Lift the right foot, set it down. Lift the left foot, set it down. Let's try that again. Try to keep your hips in one place. Right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Lift the right foot, set it down. Lift the left foot, set it down. One more time, right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Right foot lift, set it down. Left foot lift, set it down. Good work. Bring your knees down, push your hips to your heels. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take a big, deep breath in. Let it out. Let it all out. Connect to your breath. It's all about the breath. Walk your hands back. Shift your weight to one side. Bring your legs around in front of you. All right. Feet firmly planted on the ground, lengthening up. You have two choices. Choice number one, lift up and hold. Now your hands can be behind your thighs, you can be reaching out, or while you're holding, you can do some Russian twists. Right side, left side, whatever you need, hold or twist. Breathe. Strong bodies make strong minds. We're strengthening the core of our being. Hopefully you're having fun along the way, because otherwise, what's the effing point, right? Breathe. Come back to center, reach those hands out, bring your toes down, lengthening up, lower back. Woo! Draw your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball, exhale your head down, rock it out from side to side. All right, the bulk of the hard work is done. However, we're gonna do one last core exercise, because core is actually my favorite. We're gonna do some yogi bicycles. So we're gonna do them a little bit different than normal. Hands back behind your head, core is engaged, belly lifted. All right, so follow along here. So left leg extends out, right elbow towards the left knee, and switch. Now, right leg extends out, right elbow towards the left knee, and switch. Come back to center. Now, reach your legs up, touch your ankles, come back to your bicycle. Right elbow, left knee, and switch. Come back to center, reach up, touch your ankles, come back to bicycles. Right elbow, left knee, and switch. Reach up, touch your ankles, bicycle stance. Right elbow, left knee, left elbow, right knee. Touch your ankles, come back to center. Right elbow, left knee, and switch. Touch your ankles, come back to center. Right elbow, left knee, left elbow, right knee. Touch your ankles. All right, do a few more at your own pace. You got this. Breathe. You might be cursing me, but it's good for us. Promise. Woo! Keep breathing. One more. Last set. Good work. Draw your knees in. Lift your head. Lift your tailbone. Turn into a little ball. Exhale your head down. Rock it out. Rock it all out. Woo. All right, bring your feet together. Reclining Baddha Konasana. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Just lay here for a moment. Just connect to your breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. Soften. Bring your hands to your knees. Gently draw your knees together. All right. I want you to walk your heels back. Hands come down at your sides. Pressing into your feet, lifting up into bridge. Drawing your shoulders underneath you, opening up the front of the body. Hugging your legs in towards the midline. Lift, lift, lift. Slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly. All right, yogi's choice. Take a minute to do anything that your body is still craving. So if you need another back bend, if you need more core, if you need another downward facing dog, whatever it is, listen to your body. Breathe your way in. You can take an inversion if that feels right to you. Just listen to your body. Going into whatever posture you most need. I'm lifting up into shoulder stand. You could do legs up the wall. You could do headstand, handstand, forearm balance, gentle twists, cobra, whatever your body needs. Wherever you are, slowly coming out of that posture. Making your way onto your back, centering yourself in the middle of your mat, finding the edges of the mat with your feet, opening your arms out wide like a T. Let your knees fall to the right as you gently turn your head left. Just surrender. Lift your knees up to center. Let them fall over to the other side as you gently turn your head to the right. Lifting your knees up to center, extend your legs out on the mat. Begin to make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. Maintain that this is the most important pose of all of yoga. Everything we just did is completely leading up to corpse pose. We were making a Shavasana soup. So do whatever you need to do to get as comfortable and cozy as possible. letting go of any control of the breath. If thoughts come to mind, try to let them go. Whatever it is, you can think about it later. We'll close with a reading from Rolf Gates's Meditations from the Mat. Begins with a quote from Henry David Thoreau. What is it that makes it so hard sometimes to determine whether we will walk? I believe that there is a subtle magnetism in nature which, if we unconsciously yield to it, will direct us aright. In the early stages of my spiritual trek, I doggedly adhered to practice guidelines devised by individuals with far more experience than I had. I applied the findings of others to my own life with burning zeal. One mentor of mine worked on an ambulance while he took his pre-med courses, then went to medical school. So that is what I did. I went to school, became an EMT, worked on an ambulance, and took pre-med courses. After a year of full-time night work on an ambulance in Boston, I concluded that while the healthcare field was great for my friend, it definitely wasn't for me. This marked both the high water mark of my rigid adherence to other people's visions and the moment when I began to find my own way. Each one of us embarks on his or her yoga practice as a beginner, surrounded by more experienced practitioners. If we are earnest about our practice, if we have burning zeal, we will listen respectfully to those who have gone before us. Some of the advice we get will be life-changing, some will be downright odd. We must learn to trust our own judgment on spiritual matters. But when we are just starting out, we must also be willing to trust the judgment of others and to learn from them. Over time, our own wisdom awakens. When to practice, how to practice, what to practice. Eventually, the answers to all those questions will come to us from within. Each moment we live from the inside out strengthens our ability to do so in the future. Just as at first we must learn to yield to the wisdom of others, eventually we must learn to yield to the wisdom from within. As we do so, we see that it directs us aright. Deepen your next inhalation. Take a big, deep breath in. Let it out. Bring small movements to your toes, to your fingers. Maybe move your head from side to side. And when you're ready, bend your knees. Bring your feet to the mat. Gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment. Honor the transition out of the practice as much as you honor the practice itself. When you're ready, slowly push yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. We're going to close today's practice with 3 loud ohms, really connecting your thumbs to your chest so you can feel the vibration in your own body. The first ohm is for ourselves. The next ohm is for those we love around us. And then the third ohm we're sending out to everything and everyone. Taking a big, deep breath in.
Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to class. Namaste. Good work, you beautiful yogis. I hope you all have a wonderful day.